Explained. Canada's new immigration fees increase effective December 1 asterisk asterisk. Okay, let's break this down. Canada has announced an increase in immigration fees, and yeah, it's taking effect on December 1st. I know what you're thinking, another fee hike. Right, it's not the most exciting news, but let's dive into what this means, why it's happening, and how it might impact you if you're planning to immigrate to Canada. What's changing and why? Okay, so here's the deal. These fee increases apply to several immigration applications, including permanent residency, family sponsorships, and citizenship applications. The Canadian government has explained that these adjustments are needed to keep up with rising operational costs and inflation. Yeah, I know. Inflation seems to be the buzzword everywhere these days. But, it kind of makes sense if you think about the cost of processing thousands of applications every year, right? This isn't the first time Canada has done this. In fact, they review these fees periodically to ensure the system remains sustainable. The idea is to prevent taxpayers from bearing the full burden of processing these applications. I see how that's fair in a way, but for applicants, it's still an added cost, which, let's face it, nobody loves. Who will be affected? This change affects anyone applying to immigrate to Canada after December 1st. So, yeah, if you're in the middle of preparing your application or planning to submit one soon, this is for you. Let's say you're applying for permanent residency. You'll need to pay the updated fees. If you're sponsoring a family member, yeah, that's going to cost a little more too. And even if you're applying for citizenship, the fee hike applies there as well. Right? It's especially important for families or groups applying together since these costs can add up quickly. For example, if each family member's application fee increases by even $50 or $100, that's a noticeable difference for a large family. This could make budgeting a bit tricky for some applicants, yeah? How much are the fees increasing? Okay, so let's talk numbers, because I know that's what you're here for. The exact amount of the increase depends on the type of application. Generally, you can expect a hike of around 5% to 10% compared to the current fees. It doesn't sound like much at first glance, but when you break it down, it can add up. For example, if the current fee for a permanent residency application is $500, yeah, it might go up to $525 or $550. For citizenship applications, fees might increase from $630 to $660 or more. And don't forget about additional costs like biometrics, which are required for most applications. Yeah, when you add all these fees together, the total cost could be significantly higher. Right? These increases might not seem huge individually, but there's still something to consider, especially if you're already stretching your budget for things like moving expenses, travel, and settlement costs. Why is this important? This fee hike might seem like a small administrative change, but it has real implications for many people. Explained. Recent Express Entry Draws 2024, all about new rounds of invitations, asterisk, asterisk. Hey everyone. So, let's talk about something exciting and super important. Canada's Express Entry Draws for 2024. If you're planning to immigrate to Canada or just curious about how the process works, this video is for you. Yeah, okay, let's dive right in because there's a lot to unpack here. What's new in the 2024 Express Entry Draws? Asterisk, asterisk. Alright, so if you've been following Canadian immigration news, you might have noticed that there's been a lot of buzz about the latest Express Entry Draws. Yeah, right. This year has already seen some significant changes compared to 2023. For those of you who don't know, the Express Entry system is basically Canada's flagship program for skilled workers. It uses a points-based system called the Comprehensive Ranking System, CRS, to invite candidates to apply for permanent residency. Sounds straightforward, but there's a lot more to it. Okay, so here's the deal. In 2024, Canada is focusing on targeted draws. I see some of you might be wondering, wait, what are targeted draws? Yeah, let me explain. Targeted draws mean that instead of just inviting candidates with the highest CRS scores, Canada is now considering other factors like specific skills, job offers, or even regional preferences. Pretty interesting, right? What are the latest CRS cutoffs? Asterisk, asterisk. So, in the most recent draws, we've seen CRS cutoffs that are, how do I put this, more tailored? Yeah, right. Canada is prioritizing candidates with skills in healthcare, tech, and trades. For example, one of the draws this year specifically targeted healthcare professionals with CRS scores as low as 430. That's a big deal because, historically, cutoffs were much higher. Okay, so this change makes it a bit easier for skilled workers in specific industries to get invited. Oh, and here's another thing. Some draws are focusing on French-speaking candidates. Yeah, I see what Canada is doing here. They're trying to support their bilingual regions by attracting francophone immigrants. If you speak French, this might be your year. Changes to categories and invitations, asterisk, asterisk. Okay, let's talk about categories. Yeah, right earlier, express entry was pretty general, but now, Canada has divided the invitations into categories. These include 1. Healthcare, 2. Tech and STEM fields, 3. Trades, 4. French-speaking candidates, 5. Regional draws. I see why this is happening. Canada has a huge demand for workers in these fields, and this strategy helps them address specific labor shortages. Makes sense, right? Oh, one more thing. If you're wondering about the total number of invitations for 2024, yeah, Canada is aiming high. They're looking at issuing over 114,000 IKAs, invitations to apply, to express entry. Okay, that's a lot. So if you're in the pool, your chances might be better this year. How to improve your CRS score in 2024 asterisk asterisk. All right, let's get real for a second. Yeah, the competition is still tough. So, how can you stand out and improve your CRS score? Okay, here are a few tips. Get a provincial nomination asterisk asterisk. Right? This can add a whopping 600 points to your score. Provinces like Ontario, Alberta, and BC often have their own draws under the Provincial Nominee Program, PNP. Improve your language skills. Scoring high in IELTS or TEF for French can make a huge difference. Boost your education credentials. Yeah, right. If you can add a Canadian degree or diploma to your profile, it'll give you an edge. Secure a job offer asterisk asterisk. Okay, having a valid job offer can also boost your score significantly. Key takeaways. So what's the big picture here? Yeah, right. Canada's express entry system is evolving. It's not just about high CRS scores anymore. It's about skills, adaptability, and regional needs. Okay, if you're thinking about applying, now's the time to really focus on making your profile stand out. So, yeah, that's a wrap for today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts or any questions you have about the express entry draws. Okay, thanks for...
जीरोधा के सीईओ नितिन कामथ ने बताया कि एक बेंगलुरु टेक्नीशियन ने फेक एआई ट्रेडिंग प्रतियोगिता के झांसे में 91 लाख रुपए गवा दिए। साइबर फ्रॉड के मामले बढ़ते जा रहे हैं। 2024 के पहले 9 महीनों में ही 11,333 रुपए करोड़ के फ्रॉड हुए हैं। ठग अब एआई का इस्तेमाल कर और खतरनाक हो सकते हैं। आप अपनी सुरक्षा के लिए व्हाट्सएप और टेलीग्राम की सेटिंग्स बदलें ताकि अजनबी आपको ग्रुप में न जोड़ सके। आधार डेटा लीक की खबरें भी आई हैं, जिसमें 815 मिलियन रिकॉर्ड डार्क वेब पर बेचे जाने की बात कही गई। डिजिटल इंडिया में आधार पिन लिंक, बैंक केवाईसी और ओटीपी अनिवार्यता जैसे कदम उठाए गए हैं, लेकिन सतर्क रहना जरूरी है। किसी भी ऑफर को ध्यान से जांचें, सतर्क रहें और अपनी प्राइवेसी सेटिंग्स अपडेट रखें।
Thanks for watching our video. Please hit the button and subscribe the channel.